everybody who's there is there for the same reason. So it's a bit of a community actually.
Techno is culture, I think.
It's a particular scene, it becomes more like an art form.
Most of the times it seems like pretty generic.
Dance and be there, be together, kind of a vibe which is all under the people. So.
Techno used to be a term that only few could define. Nowadays it has become a genre that everyone holds their own definition for. It started as an expression of individuality in the basements of Detroit and has grown into a community of individuals throughout the world. With this growth, the underground techno scene is simply not what it used to be. Mischa Duncan is a Netherlands-based DJ who has been in the scene for over 15 years.
Really underground, so more also in the illegal scene, so it's more outside and you get a message and then you just go to the party, but also it happened like in the Roxy a little bit. Yeah. You could find them, but it was really underground. It was not a mainstream what it like is today. It didn't change for me a lot in the atmosphere, it just grew alone. It became more a family. In the old days it was really way smaller and you could really see the kind of people who are techno people, and nowadays you can. I do believe it's gone mainstream, not too mainstream, it's still, but it is mainstream, and it's also happened because of all the big festivals. You see on different kind like Dance Valley or Mysteryland or Tomorrow Walk, there's always a techno stage. Look at me, I'm still underground. No, but it's more underground now in the small clubs and also underground with the new artists who are coming up. And so the underground still exists, also on the illegal parties. It's really small, but it's easier to find only nowadays.
I think techno has got a bit mainstream, but there are so many different kinds of techno. So I think it will always be different from each other.
Everybody knows what it is right now. Before the hype, nobody really knew what it was.
Kind of mainstream, but we still have the underground parties as well.
I think it's kind of a trend, but I wouldn't say that it's gone mainstream.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, more and more actually.
Techno is not mainstream yet.
When looking at the techno scene today, there are parties of all sizes, some reaching over 40,000 attendees. Any given weekend, you can choose from events at various locations that are of different styles and sizes. One club that has set high standards for nightlife in the Netherlands is Trouw Amsterdam. Olaf Boswijk is the founder of this extraordinary club, as well as an experienced DJ. Before the closing of Trouw, he was able to make time for a phone conversation about the transformation of the scene.
I would say definitely 2 years ago we'd also have super intense nights, like once in a while you just have those amazing legendary nights, and the change I think is now that they're basically happening practically every week. I mean, the crowd always changes. Every year, every 2 years you have an influx of a lot more younger people and some older people. At the same time, there's still a group of regulars that have been coming here for 5 or 6 years.
With all these developments, where does that leave the underground?
You could say there's underground music, there's some very interesting artists and labels that, you know, can be found if you really try to find them, and, you know, have very limited edition vinyl pressings or play in relatively small or obscure places. At the same time, I think the underground as we knew it maybe 5 or 10 years ago does not exist anymore, because internet and social media have basically exposed everything there is. You know, how underground are you if you have several thousand people visiting every week and 90,000 Facebook likes?
The underground now has taken a different definition. It's no longer hidden, but accessible to the masses.